So now we are just going to solve the C problem of Codeforces round 667 of div 3. Okay, we problem is given that we have a secret array. You don't know this array and you have to store it. However, you know some facts about this array. Array consists of n distinct positive integers. Okay, greater than 0. Array contains two elements a and x. These elements are known for you. Okay, such that x is less than y. If you sort the array in increasing order, differences between all the adjacent elements are equal. Okay. It can be proven that such an array always exists under the constraints given below. Okay, among all possible arrays that satisfy the given constraints, we ask you to restore one which has the maximum element, minimum possible maximum element. Okay, in other words, you have to just minimize the maximum of atom. Okay, you have to answer t independent test cases. The first line of each test case contains t, the number of test cases, t test cases as follows. The only none of the test case contains three integers in x and y. N will be starting from 2 to 50. And x and y is lies between 1 to 50, and x will be always lesser than y. The length of the array and the two elements that are present in the array respectively. N is the length and x and y is the element which is already present in the array. For each test case, print the answer in integer a1 to an. Okay. A of I will be lies in between 1 to 10 to the power 9, where A of I is the ith element of the required array. If there are several answers, you can print any. Okay, it can be proven that such an array always exists under the given constraints. Okay, so in the problem, we are just simply said that we are given three values. Okay, in we are just given three values in equal to 2 in the first test case, x is 1 in the first test case, and y equal to 49. We have to just build an array of n size. To just build an array of n size. Here n is 2. For that, each and the difference between the two adjacent element will be same for if we sort this array, the difference between the adjacent element will be same. Like here the x is 1 and the y is 2, and the array is also size of 2. Okay, so here if we sort this, we will get 1 and 49, and the difference between 1 and 49 is 48, and no other element is left. So this is the one difference among this whole array. Okay, so this is in this case the answer is 1 and 49. Okay, the size is 2 and the given number is 2, so this is the answer basically. And for the second test case, we see in the second test case the n is given here is 5, x is equal to 20, and y is equal to 30. Sorry, 50. Okay, so we are given an array of 5 size, 5 size. Okay, and two element given here is 20 and 50, and we have to just insert three more element, and if we sort the array, the difference between any two element will be same. Like in this case we are given a range. Okay, in this case we are given a range. Like here the difference between 20 and 50 is 20 minus 50 is the absolute difference is 30. We have two options. Okay, like we can um write here 20, 50, and just uh add 30 from this value and just write 80, then plus 30 will be 120, then plus 30 will be 150. Like this, we can also make an array after sorting the all element. We'll get this, and the difference between any two adjacent element is same. We can also make the array like this. Okay, so the maximum element is 150. Okay, so this can also be answered, but the maximum will be 150. So we have to minimize the maximum element here. So what we can do here is, if we just take how many space left are in between x and y, there is 30 space left, means 30. The number is 30 left in between it. Okay, like we are given value is in, the size of the array will be in. If we start from 20, start here from 20. Okay, and space is 30. After 30, after adding 30, we will get up to 50. So in between this, how many value we can add? So that, okay, uh, with adding how many values, we can go to the 50. So that the difference between any two values will be same, as well as we can go up to 20 to 50, as 2, 20 and 50 is guaranteed, which will be present in the array. Okay, like the space is 30, and for this test case, we can see that the maximum we can add with 20, and we can continue adding. Like if we add the maximum value 6 here, we can get 26. Like I'm just saying that you can just simply start from 20, add 6 with 20, 26, then add 6 with 26, will get 32, then 20, then 6 will be 38, then 6 will be 44, 6 will be 50. We can directly see that here, that we are adding 6 with this 20, and uh, we just adding this one by one. Like we are just adding 6 with 20 and it become 26, then adding to 6 with 26, and this become 32, then 6 38, then become 6 44, and the 6 become 50. So the difference between any two adjacent value is 6. This is the minimum difference we can get starting from 20 to 50. So if you can minimize the gap between, if you minimize the gap between 20 and 50, okay, if you minimize the gap between 20 and 50 according to our n, we can just simply get our answer, optimal answer. Like the second test case, n equal to 5, and we're just adding 26. Okay, we are adding 26 how many times? One time, two time, three time, four time, and five time. We're just adding five times. 20 to 50, there are total six values we can get. Sorry, yeah, for the third test case, this is the answer. Where there are six values simply 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can directly get at this answer. So, and according to our aim, so like how can we just calculate the how many spaces, or how many spaces we can just break down? Like we can just determine from this end. Like there are 30 values left, and our n is 6. So we have the minimum space, which is 5. Like we can just take 5 steps to get up to 50. Okay, the minimum step. So we will start divide. Now we can just check that 30 is divisible by 5 or not. Like the minimum step to getting 50 is 22. The n is n equal to 5, n equal to 6. Okay, in the for the third test case, if the minimum step, like we are just having 20, so this step will be decreased by from 6. So we have minimum 5 step to get up to 50. So we will just check that 30, which is the gap between 20 and 50, which is the gap. You just check that the 5 step will be enough for to covering 30 or not. Okay, exact cover to exact cover exact 30 um, or not. Okay, so if it is remainder becomes 0 and 30 by 5 becomes 6. Okay, so we can just cover the 20 to 30 with 5 steps, exact 5 steps which we needed starting from 20. Okay, and by adding the value 6, 30 by 5 equal to 6. So in this way we can just find out the minimum gap between any two values. If like in the second test case, we can see that in the second test case, like let's break down the second test case. Like our concept is we will just run a loop, okay, from I equal to n minus 1. Like the starting value will be the x, so the x will not be counted. Okay, we have n minus 1, at least n minus 1 step to get up to the maximum value, like y. Okay, from starting from n minus 1 up till equal to 1, I minus minus, we can just run this loop and just check, and just we can directly check that. But we can check, simply check that if our gap, which is our gap mod I, like in how many step we are just want to cover that gap, equal 0 or not. Like if we cover with I step from starting from x, we'll just exactly get up to y or not. If it is, if it is, then we can just, simply do this. Then we can just simply take this I and let's get our answer. For 5 we will start from 4. Okay, here for 5 we will start from 4, 4 up to 1. So the gap is also 30. 50 minus 20 equal to 30. So 4 is not divisible. 3, yeah, we can directly divide 30 by 3. Okay, like we can just get up to 50 with 3 steps, 3 step, or yeah, with 3 steps by adding 10. So we can just write this 20 in 30, 40 and 50. Okay, as I is 3. So the value that we wanted, the value we have 4 values in our array. So now we also wanted n minus 1 minus I values after the execution of this loop. Okay, like now we are wanted 5 minus 1 minus 3, which is I, equals to 1 value. So if it is possible to take the leftmost value from the x, how many time it is possible to take the left values? Okay, that many time we will directly take according to our need. If it is not possible, like we will get the leftmost value, like we get up to 1 and there the value will be greater than 0. Okay, so no leftmost value we can take from here. Okay, so for that we will just maximize our this range. Okay, so there is no path left to mm, uh, take this value as the maximum. Okay, so we have to just maximize our minimum value. Oh, sorry, maximize our maximum value. Okay, so for this we want one more value, so we can just take the leftmost value from 20. Just we can take 10. So if you uh, check the answer here, like for the second test case we have 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. Okay, and the six test case we will you can just take which I explained now, 26, 32, sorry, 20, 26, then 32, then 38, then 44, then 50. So no other value is needed. Okay, so like in five step we just make our answer. Okay, and then for the next one, like the next test case, for the next test case which is given, we have to just n equal to 5 and equal to a naught is equal to starting from 3 and y equal to 8. Okay, so the gap in between this is equal to 5. So starting from 4 to 1, we just check how many steps we will take to cover this much gap. Okay, so we have to take just one step to clear that gap, because from starting from 4 to 1 there is no divisor of 5, because as 5 is a prime. Okay, so we have to just take one step. Like in one step we can just like this, the gap by one step equal to 5. To just take 5 steps. Okay, so starting from 3 we will add 5 to 8. This way we get up to 8. And how many value we are left? 3 value left. So we have to just check that the gap in between is 5. So the I is equal to 5. We will take the leftmost value if it is possible. No, 3 minus 5 equal to minus 2. So it is not possible to take leftmost value. So we have to just maximize our rightmost value. Okay, so then we have to take the 5. So it will become 13. Then next 5. Then it will become 18. Then next 5. It will become 23. So in this way we will make our array of 5 size. So you can see that here is also the answer: 3, 8, 13, 18, and 23. So in this way we can just make our answer. So here's the code. Like we have to just check how many gap or how many spaces are there. After that we will just check how many steps we can get up to y. Okay, we have to check the maximum step. Okay, maximum step, how many step. So maximum step, I is the step. So after taking that maximum step we can just break, like space by I is the value. After incrementing that particular k value from x, we will get up to y in maximum steps. After that vector, we are just taking a vector and counter equals to x. While counter, like we are not getting up to y, we are just pushing our leftmost value and just incrementing that value by k, and just minusing our n, like the size of the array which we have to obtain. So now we are just taking k minus x, if n is not equal to 0. Okay, and we have to take much more value, then we are just taking the leftmost value from x. Okay, if the leftmost value uh, is possible to take the leftmost value according to our gap k, sorry, according to our incremented value k. Okay, so in that case x will be greater than 1, so we will push our answer counter and will go more left. Okay, in the range, and decrement our n. After that, if n is not also now also n is not 0, then we can just, there is no option, we have to just go to the right, more right. We have to just maximize our maximum value. Okay, so there is no other chance to get it, so we are just pushing the counter value and incrementing the counter as well in minus minus. After that we can just print our answer. Wait, hope you understand.